Hello, artists! Let's take a look at some art by one of my favorite artists, Mead. I found each of these pieces of artwork on her website, robinmeaddesigns.com. Notice her use of warm and cool colors on the water, the land, and in the sky. Today, you will be creating a land or seascape of your own. We are going to start in the foreground of our artwork. That is on the bottom of our page, and it is closest to us. Things here appear bigger because they are closer. I love the big, bold flowers in Robin Mead's artwork, so I am going to make some of my own. Notice that my flowers are overlapping. That means they are on top of each other. Some are in front and some are behind. Now I am going to think about the middle ground, or the middle of my artwork. Here I am going to make some swirly lines for water behind the flowers that are closest to me. Next, I will think about what is in the background, or in the back, the things that are farther away. I added some mountains, and then I'm going to add a sun that is rising behind the mountains, so more overlapping. You do not have to make the flowers if you don't want to. You are the artist and this is your artwork. Here I am creating a cityscape or a skyline with some rectangular buildings. I'm still using my wavy or curvy lines for water, with some mountains and a sun in the back. Notice the sun rays go behind the mountains. Here is one more example with trees in the foreground. I am going to use a variety of permanent markers to go over my lines. Think about things that are smaller and things that are bigger or closer to you. The things that are bigger could use some thicker or wider lines. Smaller things could use a smaller line or a thinner line weight. I like to use permanent markers to go over my lines so I don't lose them when I paint over them. When I am done with my permanent marker, I am going to use my eraser to clean up my pencil lines. I am going to use watercolors to paint my artwork. Remember, watercolors need water to make them work. The more water and less color, the lighter they will be. The less water and more color, the darker they will be. If my paper is more wet, it allows my colors to blend and mix together. Here I am using cool colors like blue, green, and purple that I know will mix well together. In the sky, I am going to use warm colors like yellows, oranges, reds, and some pink that I know will mix well together and will not get too muddy. If I mix a color like green and red, colors that are opposite from each other on the color wheel, I know that I'm going to get a muddy brown or gray color. Here I am going back over my buildings and adding more layers of color. Feel free to do a little experimenting with your water, your paint, your brush, and even your paper towel. Here I am using my paper towel to dab up some of the paint that I added. I think it's an interesting texture. Have fun and be creative.